when we tell ourselves, I can't, or I don't want to, or it's not in the cards for me right now, or it feels scary, or I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to tell people how I'm feeling. I don't want to take this opportunity, whatever it is. You're telling yourself that you don't have trust in yourself. You're telling yourself that you don't have faith in yourself. You're telling yourself that you know that if this person doesn't reciprocate the feelings, if that job doesn't want you to be the manager, if that book that you're writing doesn't end up how you want it to, if you can't lose the weight in the time frame that you gave yourself, you're telling yourself that it's going to destroy you. Welcome to the VetRise Podcast. I'm your host, Juan Perez. My goal is to make success after service accessible to every veteran in society. I believe in the power of leveraging your service, not as a label that defines you, but as a launching pad for your next chapter. What we have been doing has not been working, and it's on us to start changing the culture. Enjoy the episode, and thank you for your time. There's going to be moments in life when you just feel like you made a mistake. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's the fact that you feel like you missed out on an opportunity. Maybe it was something that you actually did yourself, or maybe it was something that you didn't do. And this morning I woke up and I wanted to record this episode because it's on my mind and it's weighing on me. And it's about missed opportunities. It's about missed opportunities because at the end of the day, if you don't take that shot, if you're not willing to find out what's on the other side of you making the decision to actually do something about it, you'll never find out. And you should never regret taking that shot. You should never regret jumping at the opportunity. Because maybe you're not ready. Maybe you haven't prepared. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe it's not the right situation. Maybe it's not going to work out. Excuse me. Maybe it's not going to work out. But why not find out? Why not be willing to put yourself out there? Whether it's for a relationship, whether it's for a business opportunity, whether it's for a promotion at work, whether it's for, honestly, anything. Like, why not find out? What's the worst that can happen? You get your heart broken. They say no. The job denies you. You don't get the promotion at work. That's the worst that can happen. And you know what? Even if it's worse, there's a lesson in that. But why would you not want to find out? Why would you leave it to chance? Why would you tell yourself that, you know what? I'd rather just not know. I'd rather stay safe and comfortable and not be vulnerable and not step out of my little circle because you know what? It's just, I can't. And when we do this, when we tell ourselves, I can't, or I don't want to, or it's not in the cards for me right now, or it feels scary, or I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to tell people how I'm feeling. I don't want to take this opportunity, whatever it is. You're telling yourself that you don't have trust in yourself. You're telling yourself that you don't have faith in yourself. You're telling yourself that you know that if this person doesn't reciprocate the feelings, if that job doesn't want you to be the manager, if that book that you're writing doesn't end up how you want it to, if you can't lose the weight in the time frame that you gave yourself, you're telling yourself that it's going to destroy you. And it's not. It's not going to destroy you. You are going to be okay. You are going to come out on the other side of it. I promise you. And is there going to be some battle scars? Some lessons you learn? Absolutely. Absolutely. But that is part of what makes you who you are. You see, when you learn from everything that you go through, when you understand that you are learning more and more every single day, because of every situation you put yourself, because of everything that you go through, it is a gift. You don't have to wonder am I actually trying in life? It's very easy. You see, it's very easy to not try. It's very easy to not put yourself out there. You can live a mediocre, complacent life and do just fine and get by. And if that's what you want, that's on you. But I don't want to live that way. I would rather put myself out there, get my heart broken, get denied that job, fail at something, and then learn from it and get up again and again and again. Because every single thing that I go through, I will come out better for it. It's not just the positive things in my life that make me better. Believe it or not, the negative situations have actually been some of the most skill building and just personal developmental times for me. Because when you're doing great and things are nice and beautiful and everything is working out for you, like, you don't have anything to build up your resilience. You don't have anything that is actively callousing your mind, your brain, your heart. And when someone comes along or something comes along and it does something to you and it gives you that stress, it gives you that heartbreak, it gives you that miserable situation that you find yourself in that you blame everybody else for, or maybe you do take ownership over and you tell yourself, like, this is my doing. Like, there is so much power in that because you have just built up that resiliency muscle a little bit more. And there is a lot to it. Because we go around and then we live life in this world when we wonder why, like, nothing works out for us. And, like, it's because you're not making it work for you. You're not actively pursuing that opportunity. Because when opportunity comes knocking, you feel like you're not ready. And therefore, it feels like overwhelm. You're never going to be ready. There's never going to be a perfect circumstance or situation. Things will never line up for you. The signs will not be all there for you to take action on. Like, leaders move. Losers wait. If you want to lead your life, if you want to get to that next chapter and start changing, like, where you're at in your life, you need to understand that it's on you. If you make the decision that you're not going to wait around till something happens for you and you're going to make it happen for yourself, you're going to want to go out there and get it. And that's what you should be doing every single fucking day. I get it. It's scary. And you can get hurt. And you can be very disappointed. And maybe it destroys you and knocks you down for a day or two. But you rebuild. You have to. If you don't rebuild, if you let it knock you down, if you let it destroy you, that becomes your baseline. That is who you are, and it is no longer something you can say doesn't affect you. Maybe it does for a little bit. Maybe you don't get that job that you wanted. Maybe things don't work out in your favor. But I promise you, if you start looking at every single thing in your life as an opportunity for growth, even when it pushes you out of your comfort zone, no, especially when it pushes you out of your comfort zone, you're going to stop running away from stuff. It's uncomfortable. I get it. But you got to stop running away from the challenges in life. So ask yourself right now, what are you running away from? What are you scared of? And be honest. Be honest, and then lean into it. I know it's hard. I know that maybe it's one of those things that brings up feelings for you and you question everything and you just don't know if this is the right decision or if it's not. And you know what? You're not going to know. No one is going to come and tell you, like, yep, this is it. You have to decide for yourself, am I going to take this leap of faith and trust myself enough that I'm going to be able to do something about this? Because if not, like, what are we doing then? What is all this for? You got out of the service. You're out here living in this life, in this world, and, like, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense to you, and that's okay. But if we keep thinking that everybody else around us is the problem, we're never going to face ourselves and realize it's us. And there's opportunity in growth always. When you can look at yourself and tell yourself, there is an opportunity here for me to change, to shift the dynamic of how I treat myself and the rest of the world, you can truly change the trajectory of your life. You can find that happiness that you think is going to hurt you. You can find that love. You can find that opportunity. You can decide that I'm not going to be scared anymore. It's going to be hard, but I'm willing to try. Find out. Don't wonder. Like, quit stalling. Quit asking if it's the right time. Is everything then going to work out? Like, no. Maybe it doesn't. And even if it doesn't, guess what? You still took something away from it. You still learned something. You still had something amazing happen for you. So don't be scared. Lean into this. Give yourself permission to be a little bit afraid. Step out on that ledge and just remember, you got you. Thank you for your time.
And that brings us to the end of another episode of the VetRise Podcast. If today's episode inspired you, made you think, or simply gave you hope, I have a small favor to ask. Share it with just one veteran or someone you think could benefit from my message. Your share could light a spark for them. You don't know who you might save. For more insights and to join our mission, follow my socials at JP the Veteran Coach and explore how we can rise together. Thank you for joining us, for being part of this journey, and for believing in the power of rising together. Until next time, keep pushing forward, keep rising, and never forget that we are stronger together. My name is Juan Perez, and thank you for your time.